And I'll pass it over to you, Anne, for our weekly meditation. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Takemi, you're on screen again.
I don't know
So
if my audio is working, but at least my camera is working.
your audio is working too, so it's all good. So welcome everyone. Whether you're new, a lot of your names and faces look really familiar to me, and it's awesome to have this sense of community that connects every week. Uh, we're going to be doing a meditation today on what I call expansion of the breath, an expansion of focus on the breath. Not that we're going to be expanding our breath, but to do it in a way that might be different from what you've experienced before. And just a quick minute of, it's really important to remember that meditation is not about the time we spend doing meditation, but meditation is about how meditation can change our lives in so many beautiful and wonderful ways. And so I honor every one of you for being here and for taking the time. So let's get yourself into a comfortable meditation posture. If you're capable of making your spine tall, that's great. If not, no worries. And we always remind ourselves at the beginning that this is a time of being both relaxed and alert. So let's just touch base with places that are frequently tight. For example, relax the muscles around the eyes, relax the jaw, um, perhaps let the tongue rest at the bottom, at your lower palate. And then the shoulders, how about just taking the shoulders and bringing them up to your ears and then just letting them drop. You might feel a little tingling from that. It's a good thing. And then soften your belly. And I'm going to guide you through different exercises involving the breath that can help you provide a sense of focus when you're trying to be focused on a breath and the mind has all of these little mind bubbles that are popping up. The bubbles are normal. They're okay. If you can, we like to let them float away and come back to the breath. So we'll start by focusing on one location at a time. This may not be your preferred focal point, but that's okay. Just give it a try. And the first one is the nose. And as we feel the air entering the nose, try to feel the coolness of that air as it enters. You might be able to feel that coolness across the surface of the inside of the nostrils. Just try that out. Take some normal breaths. Feel that coolness all the way up into your nose. And then try to feel the warmth of the air coming out. Cooling and warmth. This may not work for you, and that's fine too. Just focus in any way that works for you. And the third thing you can feel around the nose is just a gentle wisp of air on your upper lip. So when you breathe out, you might be able to feel that little touch of gentle air on your upper lip. So try yourself to focus on one of those things, two of them, or all three. Cool air in, warm air out, and that little wisp of air on your upper lip. And let's move down to the chest area. If it's better for you to stay where you are at the nose, go ahead. But if you're ready to explore, And if you move your focus to the chest area, you can feel that little bit of expansion and contraction of the ribs. Expansion as you breathe in, contraction as you breathe out. Just try to pay attention to what the ribs do. You also might feel some expansion in the upper back. Steve talked about that last time. So when you're in the chest area, you might also feel the upper back, or you could just focus on that upper back. And the third place is the belly. We worked on belly expansion in breathing. A lot of times our normal breathing does not involve that, but if you can, see if you can feel that belly rise, even if it's just a tiny bit. Feel it rise, feel it fall. And lastly, go to any spot that works for you in following the breath. But instead of focusing on what happens during the breath coming in or going out, try to focus on the little micro pause that happens at the top of the breath and at the bottom, at the transition time. So when you breathe in, there's a tiny little pause, and then you breathe out. And then when you breathe out, there's a tiny little pause, and you breathe in. If you can, forget about everything else related to the breath and just pay attention to those little pauses. It might be easy to do that or hard. Do the best you can. No judgment. If you'd like, wiggle yourself around a little bit. You can stretch if that feels good. Twist, whatever your body would like. And then it would be great if you would join us back on screen